Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar bill, y'all. How many of y'all know about that, huh? How many of y'all? Sometimes you just feel like saying certain things, Just felt like saying that. But anyway, it's your boy BPhife here, back at you with another video, and welcome to In the Paint, where you, the viewers' feedback can possibly influence my next video, and I give you a little credit for it. That's all. Just a little. But I want to talk about NBA 2K13, NBA 2K14, next generation NBA 2K14, and a little surprise. So we got a lot in store. Hope this video is not too long. Hope I don't ramble too long. But let's talk. Alright, so in order for me to give you an accurate assessment of 2K14, we got to talk a little bit about 13. And speaking of 2K13, 14, this little gameplay footage for you. The whole game will be uploaded on my other channel, OB Sports Network, so if you want to see the whole gameplay, I didn't edit it so that you could see it all here, but anyway, moving on. 2K13 I thought was a really good game, okay? It was actually the game that brought me back into the series since 2K8. Because 2K6, 2K7, and those were my two favorites. Okay? Online, offline, those were my two favorites out of the whole series. Okay? Now, 2K13 I thought was right there. I thought they could do a patch. I thought that all of the stuff that I was looking for that 2K14 had to offer could have been in 2K13. Okay, that's just pretty much how it is. Okay, now 2K14, let me just be straightforward with you. I love this game. Okay, this game is phenomenal. Okay, it is, for me, I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Now, is it perfect? No. However, this game is the first sports game, well, maybe not the first, but this is like one of the few sports games that there were more positives than negatives. More positives than negatives. Like, I'm feeling pretty good about this. I'm almost saying that, I could actually talk about this almost in the same sentence as MLB The Show. Okay? That's how good I'm feeling about this game. Alright? Now, MLB The Show, I like that game. I just don't make a lot of videos about it because not too much of a baseball player, but I do make enough to let you know I enjoy the game. Now, real quick, enjoying the game. About enjoying the game. NBA 2K14, the defense, I can't stress how thrilled I am that they actually translate defense in this game. There's quirky on the defensive positioning. There's sometimes defense positioning matters, and then there's sometimes it doesn't. But it doesn't ruin it for me like it did in 2K13. It ruined it for me in 2K13. 2K14, it's definitely respected a lot more and a lot more frequently. Excuse me. Now, I love the defense. It's the first time that you can feel good on that side of on those sides of the sticks. You have to have a basketball mentality when you play this game. You got to call plays. You got to know players. You got to call, do strategies, do timeouts, right? Matchups. All of that stuff. You got to work all of that stuff. You got to have a basketball mentality. For those of you that aren't basketball minded but just want to play a basketball game, you might have fun with it, but then it's not going to stick with you because it's not catering to that type of person, that type of player, and which is why I like it, because that's what I always wanted. I wanted a game where this and that is happening. Now, there's so many things I don't even want to keep continuing about the positives, because there's a lot of positives. There's a lot. I'm not even bringing it. Well, actually, one more. The AI actually doesn't feel like it's cheating you anymore, in my opinion. Like, I'm even playing the game now in Hall of Fame, and a lot of y'all know I don't play the game. I never played them on Hall of Fame. I barely had them at All-Star because that's when it started to cheat. Now I'm playing on Hall of Fame. So things like that is what's making me feel good about the game. There's a lot of ball movement, all that stuff. So anyway, so some of the flaws, some of the things that I'm seeing wrong. Okay, now Now, I've always kind of felt this, but I never really paid attention to it. But Chris Moon pointed out the pick system, you know, so how they set up the screen and all that stuff. Sometimes it works. It's like a 50-50 chance. Sometimes it actually, they set good picks. Sometimes they randomly go to certain spots. And I agree with that. I totally agree with that. And, you know, you just have to, it's becoming a problem for me now that I'm really like keen in. But, you know, that is a problem. Passing they still make bad passing type passes. Meaning, that was poorly worded, but meaning like when you should do like a side, a wrap around pass, or an overhead pass, or a chest pass, or even a bounce pass. Well, I'm going to take bounce pass out of it because you as a user can do that. But any type of a pass, they always default to that overhead pass. And sometimes it's, you know, it's the wrong situation for them to do a pass. Like I made a video that I think that they should probably show touch passes. Right? There should be a system to where as soon as you get the ball, you have the ability to get rid of it hot, like a hot touch pass. Okay, so there's a suggestion, 2K. So go ahead and put that in the next one, 2K15, and go ahead and give your boy credit for it. The thing is, there's a lot of 3 points being made. I can't stress to you, if you don't have a 3-point game where you can't defend the 3, online or offline, the 3-point percentages made and attempts are too high. Way too high. Okay, that needs to be tweaked. Okay, that's a patch. That definitely is a patch right there. The AI loves to throw up 3-pointers as well as users online. Okay, I can't begin to tell you how much frustration that I'm getting from that aspect of the game. But I can overlook it with the computer. But when you go online, you know, you got to really you just got to play. You know, you just got to defend the 3. That's really what it is. You know, it's just trading 3s. And you know, it's not that, you know, I can't defend it. It's just the fact that that's not what I want. I want to play basketball. I want people to go in the paint. You know, people using, you know, Houston and, you know, and James Harden and Jeremy Lin. And, you know, they're all throwing them 3s the whole game. You know, Dwight Howard, you know, he might have got 8 points. You know, and the score is like 100. You know what I'm saying? It's just that mentality online. People are just, they're throwing up 3s. It's, you know, it's a 3-point contest. So that's kind of a problem for me. But all in all, I love the game. I'm enjoying the game. I'm happy with the game. It's 465 to me. But next generation, I'm going to say from the video footage I've seen, I went to GameStop the other day and I saw the FIFA, you know, and it was like maybe about 6 of us all looking at this. And I asked I said, does anyone think that this looks next generation? And you know, one guy was like, yeah, no, the graphics are really good. And I said, okay. I said, do the graphics blow you away though? He said, no, they don't blow me away. They just look really clean. And I said, yeah, I agree with you. You know, and everyone's like, yeah, the graphics are clean, you know. But nobody was like, wow. You know, and maybe that's just because these are launch titles and, you know, developers are still getting used to it, whatever the case may be. But that right there was reinforcement for me to say, I'm not going to stand in line and, you know, wait behind people, you know, for a PS4 or, you know, Xbox One, whatever you guys are getting. But for me, it would have been PS4. You know, because one, I'm already going to give you about $600, let alone I'm not jumping through hoops to give you $600. That's just not what I feel like. I feel like there's a lot of life in the PS3. I'm still enjoying it. Between this and 2K14 and Grand Theft Auto, you know, I'm having a blast right now. You know, and I still have other games I haven't even touched. Let's not even talk about. Yeah. Anyway, so let's move on. But I'm just not, you know, the whole next generation thing. If I have the ability to, you know, walk up to a system and get a system and it works out, I'll do it. But I'm not, you know, name on waiting lists, pre-orders, getting things off Craigslist, you know, waiting in line, tickets and all that stuff. And you know, I'm not doing that. I'll let you guys do that. You can tell me how it is. I'll watch the videos. But, you know, and plus the gameplay footage for NBA 2K14 Next Generation looks like more of a cosmetic uplift. Now I know there's some people that played it and there's some people that, whatever, have more insight about it, saying that the game is phenomenal and all. It probably is. A lot of that stuff they got because now they have the code from WWE. I love that because WWE has been known for storylines and back, and a lot of that stuff how they're putting in there, the My GM, the guys in the background in the concourse talking in the stadium. I love that. I'm glad that they put that in there, and those modes are going to be My GM, all that. Hey, I love that they did that, and I think that they should do that. That is next generation thinking. To have more outside of the game, to keep you engaged with it. So it's a complete, a complete world if you want to immerse yourself into this. I don't have any problems with that. Okay, but what I'm saying is for gameplay, I still see a lot of issues that are still occurring. Going back to Smooth again, he did a breakdown of Next Generation, and you know what? He normally isn't a breakdown kind of guy. But you know what? He had some good points. And I was like, because those are things that I would have pointed out, or somebody else in the community, that would have pointed out. And so, it's good to see that. Yeah. Anyway, so I guess the bottom line is this: I'm gonna wait to see what happens. Now it could be day 3. I may run out and feel I need to go get one. It's possible. It could be maybe day 361. Either way. But now I know this was a rather long video so far, at least by my standards. But I just want to address the sim community, which I knew. Okay. Now, there's not a lot going on. Not a lot of activity going on at all. I almost feel like that. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and speak on this on my NBA 2K gameplay on OB Sports Network. So go ahead and check me out there. I'll make the video there. There's a lot more things I do want to talk about. I thought I could be able to slip it in, but as you can see, I rambled a little too long. But anyway, it's your boy BPhife. See you at the other video. OB Sports, link in the description. Full gameplay, all that. It's going to be, partly the same. So anyway, it's your boy BPhife. I'm out. And don't forget, that's right, don't forget, suit up and subscribe.